Every man must learn this one particular skill that I'm going to talk about in this video today, or suffer the consequences. Again, this is going to be a powerful video, and it's going to be the first one that I do that's like this. So if you are here and you are a man, please do me a favor, watch this video all the way to the end, because not only am I going to share with you the one skill that every man must learn and master to have a better life, I'm going to share with you 5 bonus skills we as men must learn how to operate in so that we can have the best life possible. Okay, so I'm going to start with the bonus ones first, and then I will get to the last one. Okay, and so I'm going to give you 6 total skills that men must learn if they want to survive in today's world. Okay, and the first skill as a man that you must learn how to live in, operate in, master is being persistent. Persistence is a skill. Most men, when anything goes wrong, it's so easy to give up. It's so easy to turn back to what is comfortable. But as a man, you must learn how to be persistent in everything. I'm sure the first time that you talked or you approached a woman that you were attracted to, you may have gotten rejected. You may not have gotten the outcome that you wanted initially. However, over time, over being persistent, over showing up, over showing this woman that you had interest in her, then maybe you were able to go out on a date. But it starts with persistence, and every man must learn how to be persistent. One of the things that I learned about persistence is that there's no timeline on persistence. Persistence is a thing that you're always going to go through as a man. Maybe it's in your career. You applied for a certain type of job. You applied to work in a specific type of field, and the jobs are not calling you back. Do you give up? Do you give in? No, you have to provide as a man. And so you must be persistent in your pursuit. And again, as men, we have this animalistic type of nature. It's in our DNA. It's in our biology to want to be on a hunt. And so persistent is the first skill that we must learn how to master. Now, the second skill as a man that we must learn how to walk in, to operate in, to make part of our identity is being able to discern truth. Okay, I'm going to say it again. So we must be able to discern truth. And basically what that means is we must be able to tell if a person is telling us the truth. We must learn to understand what truth is. Is our girlfriend, is our spouse, are they telling us the truth? Is our boss telling us the truth? Are the people that we're dealing with in our relationships and business, are they telling us the truth? And what I found out to be the best indicator and the way I learned how to tell the truth the most is when I started to tell the truth to myself. And so as a man, we must learn how to keep our own commitments. And as we start to keep our commitments with ourselves, one of the things that starts happening around us is we start seeing the truth be revealed. One thing that has also helped me in discerning truth is just being able to hear what people are saying, listening to what people are saying. Why are they choosing this particular word? Why are they phrasing things this particular way? One of the things that I learned, it actually came from the Bible. It says that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And so as a man, what I've learned to do over these last 37 years is to start to be quiet and to listen more, to pay more attention to the choices of words that people are using, because people will tell on themselves. If your boss has an evil intention, if your boss is thinking about firing, you're going to hear it long before they actually take action. If your wife is thinking about leaving you, if your girlfriend is thinking about separating with, you're going to be able to hear it long before that action actually happens. But most men, we're so busy with going through the motions of life, thinking about how we're going to provide, thinking about how we're going to conquer, how we're going to show up and be great, that we miss those verbal cues that are happening in our everyday life. And if we would just learn how to discern truth, again, it would protect us in so many other ways. Another thing that we must do, another skill set that we must adapt, which is number 3. And again, there's 6 things that I'm going to talk about here today. And again, the last one is going to be the most important as a man. And so if you're finding any value at this point, please just drop the word value in the comments so I can know to make more videos like this. Okay, so the third trait that we must learn, a skill we must operate in as a man, is becoming comfortable with who you are. You must become comfortable with who you are. And sometimes this skill set starts with learning how to be alone, learning how to enjoy your own company. Because as men, we're going to go through life. We're going to face rejection. We're going to face separation. We're going to face opportunities where people who we thought loved us the most and cared for us the most are going to walk away from us at different points in our lives. And we must learn how to just be comfortable with ourselves. If we can tell the truth to ourselves, if we can love ourselves, if we can date ourselves, take ourselves out, enjoy spending time with ourselves, and really learn the things that we actually like. A lot of times as men, we end up putting up with things because we haven't established clear boundaries on what it is that we enjoy doing. So do you like bowling? What's your hobby? What are you passionate about? What excites you? What makes you come alive? Do you like teaching? Do you like educating? Do you like fishing? Do you like sports? Do you like making content on YouTube? Whatever those things are, you must learn how to adopt happiness and joy in those things and fully show up as yourself, as your most authentic self in every aspect. And then people are naturally going to gravitate and be attracted to you as a man because you hold that presence, you hold that confidence. Any man that is comfortable with themselves is going to appear confident, is going to appear as something that people want to lean into, people want to glean from, people want to be around. And so this is an important skill to learn as a man. Now, the next skill that you must learn is how to influence other people. Again, as a man, this is going to be vitally important because it's going to directly affect how much income that you're able to make. It's going to directly affect what you do in business. It's going to directly affect who you are in a relationship with in a romantic sense. Learning how to influence other people is going to determine how successful your family is, how successful your kids are, and being able to influence people in a positive direction. Again, as a man, I can tell you firsthand, I've influenced people to do negative things. I've influenced people to do crime. I've influenced people to break the law. I've influenced people to do things that went against their best interest. But now I must learn how to use that influence for good. How do I influence people to be a positive person, to add value to society, right? And that first starts with understanding how that I must learn to submit to other people. I must learn how to allow other people who are at a higher position or who have the things that I want out of life, how to let them influence me and guide me into truth, and to guide me into things that are going to bring benefit in my life. And that's how you become more influential, is you learn from other people, and that's will influence your ability to influence others. Now, one of the final skills that I'm going to talk about before I go into the reason why you're here and give you the number one reason why you should be learning, the number one skill set and trait you should learn, before I tell you that is, as a man, I think that there's one thing that we must learn how to do, and it kind of goes hand in hand with learning to influence, is you must learn the skill of how to sell. Every day as a man, you're going to be selling people on why they should do business with you. You're going to be selling people why they should be in a relationship with you. You're going to be selling your spouse on why they should allow you to lead. You're going to be selling people on so many different things, your ideas, your thoughts, your vision as a man. And so learning how to sell is also going to affect you economically. If you are in a situation, let's say that you got fired today, if you learn how to sell, then you can make money on demand. And as a man, one of the things that we're taught that we must learn how to do is how to provide. In the Word of God, in the Bible, it talks about that a man that does not provide for his own family is worse than an unbeliever. And so this is one of the things that we must learn how to do, is how to sell, how to structure value and provide value to other people that's going to be able to be monetizable. Okay. And so the reason why you're here, we're going to talk about this last skill that every man must learn. Again, if you've gotten value so far, please do me a favor, like this video, consider sharing it with somebody else. And the last skill that we need to adopt as men is learning how to listen to wisdom. One of the things that I've learned over the last 37 years is that wisdom will cry out. Wisdom will speak to us. Wisdom will show up in so many different ways where it's literally yelling out. But we have to learn how to decipher through the noise of everything that's happening in our life. Sometimes we don't hear wisdom clearly because we have an ego, and our ego is going to speak sometimes even louder than wisdom. And if you're stuck on proving yourself that you're machismo, that you're stronger than what you are, a lot of times we will make mistakes as men because we're not listening to wisdom. And wisdom is basically applied knowledge to any particular area of our lives. And sometimes it's hard to have wisdom in an area where you have not done the thing, if you've never applied knowledge to this particular area. Let's say that you want to learn AI and you've never done AI. So you must find other people who have already done that, who've already gone down that route, who have already applied the knowledge that you're looking to gain, and you have to listen to their wisdom. And sometimes as a man, listening to other people, we naturally want to rebel. We naturally want to do our own thing. But this is one of the most important things. Again, I've learned that bad company corrupts good morals. And so if you're around a bunch of knuckleheads, you're going to be the next knucklehead. If you're around a bunch of broke people, you're going to be the next broke person. If you're around successful people, again, if you're listening to the wisdom that they're sharing with you, it's only a matter of time before you become successful in your own right. And so these are the values, the traits, the skills that every man must learn today to survive, to be a valuable man to society. Let me know which one was your favorite, which one of the ones that you're struggling with. Let's talk about it in the comments.